What's up, guys? Welcome back to Danny Talks Football right here on YouTube. I'm Daniel and we are back with another video. On Saturday afternoon, we did a live stream watch along of the Manchester City versus Manchester United FA Cup final. Now, within this, we spoke about a lot of things, including the topic that you are going to see in today's video. If you do enjoy the video, make sure to like the video, comment down below, and also subscribe to the channel. There may be a couple of awkward cuts at times. If so, I do apologise. I've tried to take out the times when we spoke about the game because obviously you don't care about that at this point. If you do enjoy the video, yeah, make sure to like the video and yeah, enjoy the video. And we can move to what predictions me and Essie made at the start of the season. Sadly, we do not have Charlie's predictions for these. However, we do have Charlie's full table, which we can react to in a little bit. Yeah. You had a shocked face there, Charlie. It's almost like I didn't run you through this beforehand. In terms of the predicted awards, best player of the season, Essie. I said that was going to be Salah. Your player of the season was Koulibaly. Talk me through predicting Koulibaly as the player of the season with Chelsea finishing in 12th.
I really wish I could, but to be honest, I'm gonna try and think of what my thought process was. I personally just thought, because obviously his reputation in the Serie A, he was one of the best players there. So I thought, yeah, maybe if we brought him to the Premier League, you know, how old is he, like 30, 31? 30, 31, yeah. I thought with his experience, we would probably be getting a very good defender. He's solid, he's strong, he knows how to put a good tackle in. For Chelsea, he's had a few good games. Now, I don't say he's been awful. He's obviously not been what I thought he'd be. So, I mean, yeah. That's probably my thought process.
It's a poor one, really. It's a poor one. I went Salah. I don't think that's awful. You know, Salah hasn't been excellent this season, but he's been okay, and it's been
in 20 goals.
Exactly. So you can't hate on Salah too much. I'll take Salah and take it on the chin. I don't think it was a bad prediction. And like Koulibaly,
that's awful.
Young player of the season. Now I went for Foden, which I think was a fairish guess. You went for Saka. Haaland obviously ended up winning it, but I think, you know, we can take both of them. We can sort of move on quite quickly because I think both of them have been very, very good this season. And yeah, I think we can give ourselves a pat on the back for that one, Essie, because I don't think they've been that bad. Surprise players, though. This is where things go badly, Essie. Do you remember who you said for your surprise player of the season?
It's probably Kai Havertz, wasn't it?
No, it was Joe Aribo of Southampton. Joe Aribo of Southampton was your surprise player of the season. That hasn't gone very well, has it, Essie? Talk me through your thinking to give your player or your surprise player of the season to Joe Aribo.
It must have been some Nigerian bias,
or FM. I think FM was the gist of it.
FM. I mean, he was amazing at Rangers. I remember. Obviously, I'm not really a Scottish League viewer, avid fan, but I do know that he was good at Rangers. You know, he played well. Obviously, for the Nigerian national team as well. I watched that. He's a very good player. So, kind of just thought, you know what, he might do something for Southampton. It's clearly not worked out.
No.
So that's very bad prediction.
No,
I mean,
it's not awful actually, because he was in a Rangers side that did get to a European final.
It was
a massive surprise.
Yeah. Obviously, hindsight, it's obviously hindsight. It's been awful. You know, 13 starts for Joe Aribo this season, 2 goals, 0 assists.
Oh, brilliant.
You know, 1.2 thousand minutes played. He's just been awful. So yeah, that's not a great one. There's only 20 minutes till kick-off, and I'm really pleased to see that, to be honest, because my surprise player isn't much better. So your surprise player finished 20th in the league.
Yeah.
Mine finished 19th. I went for Sinistero of Leeds.
Jesus.
Yeah, I don't quite know what possessed me to say this one, because Luis Sinistero has been absolutely awful. 13 starts, again, the same as Joe Aribo. 5 goals, to be fair, 5 goals, 0 assists. He's only played 875 minutes. And Luis Sinistero has just been absolutely awful. So, I think we've both done really, really badly there, Essie. I'm surprised you're not lying on the floor laughing, to be honest, Charlie, because
They are awful to be fair.
Yeah, they are awful.
His first shout wasn't awful if you saw him at the start of the season. He was quite good, he started well, and then...
Can I win that one then? Can I have the better
Yeah,
prediction?
go on then.
Yeah, come on.
We did score 5 goals and Rivo got 2.
Exactly. So there we go.
20th.
Daniel's clear of FC in every sense, then is what Charlie's basically just said. And then if we look at the most disappointed players, now SE actually didn't put a most disappointing player because we were really rushed for time in the podcast, so I remember you did do one. However, I do have mine, and I'm actually quite proud of this one. I put DCL. I said that Dominic Calvert-Lewin was going to be the most disappointing player this season, and he has been. Looking back on it, I don't really know how I'd award that to. I have said, sort of Koulibaly, Sinister. I think a lot of players have been disappointing who we would expect to be good. A player who I haven't mentioned so far, however, Patrick Bamford has been really poor. A player who's been in the England squad before. I think going down to the Championship will actually do him a lot of good because I think, he is nowhere near a Premier League striker, but DCL, again, injuries have prevailed. He's been absolutely awful all season. And that one's great for me. So again, another pat on the back for me.
You could tell he wasn't going to play when Darcy came in. He's not really a Darcy kind of player. Do you know what I mean?
No, he's not. He's not a Daesh player at all. Manager of the season now. I'm actually going to start with a quote Essie said. Now, Essie's prediction actually came through and was really, really good in the end. However, for manager of the season, Essie said it's between Pep, Conte and Tuchel.
Oh no!
2 of those 3 managers have now been sacked. Essie, what possessed you to say that you did pick Pep? So you picked Pep as your manager of the season. Fair play, but Pep got it. Cool. However, what came over you to say it's between Pep, Conte and Tuchel, 2 managers who didn't even reach the end of the season?
Well, first of all, Pep's the easy one.
Pep is the easy one, exactly.
So, with Tuchel and Conte, obviously Tuchel came off the back of a very good season
He
with
did.
Chelsea. I didn't think he'd get sacked personally.
No.
I think I made this prediction before Chelsea got bought out by Todd Bowley, or was it after?
No, it was at the start of the season, Essie. It was 14th. You've got Koulibaly in there, so it must be after the start of the season.
Well, I really didn't think that Todd Bowley was sacking, to be honest.
United team.
Obviously, they had a fallout based on, I think it was something to do with signing Ronaldo. It might be something to do with that. That might have been involved, but I really did think if Tuchel kept his job, we'd possibly be in top 4 right now. I think personally. Yeah. With Conte, though, I probably should have seen it coming since he was managing Spurs. To be honest, I just don't think he was probably. I don't think he was financially backed that well. Maybe by leaving.
No.
It's probably what caused the argument between him and the squad and whatnot. To be honest, I don't think they were bad predictions at the time, but in hindsight, of course.
Yeah, in hindsight, they're not great. I'll quickly do my manager of the season now before we cut back to the teams. I've gone for Jurgen Klopp, or I went for Jurgen Klopp. I said there was going to be a lot of bad injuries, and they were going to finish second, and that was going to be seen as a miracle. That didn't happen, and Klopp's actually had quite an underwhelming season. Poor one.
I thought somehow he was going to manage to get top 4.
If Klopp ended up getting top 4, it would have been an absolute miracle, but they didn't. And I guess now it's time to move back to these predictions, to the Golden Boot predictions. Again, you went for Haaland. Somehow you predicted Haaland to win the Golden Boot. I'm really impressed with that.
It's quite a good play.
Even though he's had such a good season, nobody was expecting him to come up and hit the ground running like he has. I went for Salah. Again, I don't think it's an awful prediction. He got 20 goals. Other seasons, he would have been there competing for it. However, nobody could have predicted
Kane was up there as well.
Kane was up there. Of course, Kane was up there. But nobody could have predicted what he did. And then a Golden Glove. These aren't great at all. Essie, your Golden Glove winner. Edouard Mendy.
I knew it. I just knew it. I knew it.
Oh my God.
I knew I did it. He's been on the bench all season. Oh no.
Hasn't even started half Chelsea's games, and you thought he would win the Golden Glove. What possessed you to predict half of this list as Chelsea winners?
Oh, let's not forget Edouard Mendy. At one point was one of the world's best goalkeepers at a time, of course. just went terribly wrong for him.
It did.
I personally think he got really unlucky. He had a few bad games, was out of the team for Kepa, and then Kepa came in and did amazingly
For sure.
to the point where there was no way back for Mendy in the team. So it's really unfortunate for him, really.
Yeah, for sure. Obviously, the Golden Glove did end up going to David De Gea. I said it was going to be Ederson. So not really that exciting, in all honesty.
No.
It wasn't Ederson. You can see why I predicted it was going to be Ederson. I think it's a better shout than Mendy.
Did Ederson actually win it?
No, it was De Gea who won it in the end. Somehow.
Oh, the most clean sheets.
It's the most clean sheets. And I actually didn't want to discuss this. Do we think that needs to be changed? Because the most clean sheets are starting to get a little bit old. You know, especially if you look at somebody like Ederson, who's won it in the past. Well, he hasn't really had to do much all season. There's been a discussion recently, should the Golden Glove be changed to something where it's the most saves made in a season? What do you guys feel about that?
So I don't think it definitely should be most saves, because you're looking at like how football's playing now. It's kicking out from the back of the keeper. It should be done on like ratings and stuff like that. Obviously, I think that's how it should be done, not on clean sheets and stuff. Because Ederson probably makes what averages 2-3 saves a game.
Yeah,
not a lot. And then someone like, I don't know, Ward may average 7 or 8 saves a game. Well, not saves.
Yeah, he won't.
Yeah, but yeah, do you know what I mean? Like, some keepers will average more saves than others, and that makes it also unfair. So
but, you know, you speak of Danny Ward there. He was leading the Golden Glove charts at certain points this season somehow. This surely needs to be changed, because I'm sorry, but somebody like Danny Ward up there is maybe it's the least goals conceded. Could that be something we can maybe look into? But I feel like clean sheets is an outdated metric for something like this kind of award.
I think it needs to also have more of the lower teams being awarded to it, because I think at the start of the season, someone like Dean Henderson, Forest, he had a great first half of the season. Obviously, he got injured second half, but he was great first half, but he wouldn't even get a shout in the Golden Glove because he wouldn't keep enough clean sheets. But he probably kept us 10 points and stuff.
Exactly. Yeah. And I mean, you know, SC, in terms of the Golden Glove, conceding 7 goals is the same as conceding 1 goal. You look at keepers like maybe David Raya or all of these excellent keepers that have deserved it throughout this season. There's so many, I can't start to name them. There's been so many good keepers this season, and surely this metric needs to be changed. I don't know what your thoughts are on it and what you could possibly change it to, but it has to be changed.
I was thinking something like a save to shot ratio, like based on like.
Are the FA gonna change it to something that specific? Because are the 70-year-old granddads gonna go, who cares? You know? Yeah,
that's true. But I'd say the most accurate thing would be like a save to shot ratio. It would be hard to calculate, but I mean, clean sheets. I mean, personally, this might be a bit controversial, but clean sheets for me, I think they're more based on. They are more based on the back line rather than the goalkeeper himself, to be honest. So maybe it's probably not the best thing to use, but it's hard really, because it's difficult. But I don't really have too many thoughts on it, to be honest.
For sure.